this is Leah from A Fresh Adventure. A few months ago, I went on a trip to Italy. I was there for a little over a week, and I packed everything in a backpack. I did a packing video for that trip, and if you haven't seen it, I will leave a link below in the description so you can go check it out. When I did that video, I promised that I would do a wrap-up video, kind of talking about the things that I took with me and what was helpful and what wasn't. I did film that video as soon as I got home, which was basically an unpacking video. I rambled quite a bit because I was tired. So it has been a challenge to edit that video. And so I decided to just scrap the whole thing and start over. So instead, I'm just going to talk about new things that I took with me that either weren't as helpful as I thought or were really good. I'm glad that I had them with me. So first, I'm going to talk about the things that I probably won't take with me again. The first thing I wanted to talk about was tunic tops. I mentioned in my packing video that these were new. I took two of them with me. This one's more like a long shirt. The other one was more like a dress. My intention with these was that I would wear them on travel days. So those days that I was in the airplane a lot or on a train going from one place to another, my thought was that they would be really comfortable for those days. They were really comfortable as far as not being restrictive. They kind of felt like I was wearing pajamas, which on the one hand was really good because they were really comfortable, but on the other hand, I felt kind of frumpy wearing them. I felt much more confident when I was wearing the stretchy skinny jeans that I also brought with me. I felt more put together, and when I was on the trip, I wish I had brought more of those instead of the tunic tops and leggings. I know there are a lot of women out there that love a good tunic top and leggings, and they can rock them every day of the week, but what I found out on this trip is that I'm not really one of them. So I most likely will just be using this for like loungewear, sleepwear, hanging around the house kind of thing. One thing that I wanted to talk about that I don't actually have here because I used it all on my trip is laundry detergent. So I took a small Ziploc bag with powdered laundry detergent. I went back and forth on doing that, but in the end I decided to go ahead and take some with me. When we got there, we realized we didn't need to pack any with us. Both of the Airbnbs that we stayed at had plenty of laundry detergent. I'm guessing it's from other people staying there and buying laundry detergent and then just leaving it there when they left. Even if you get to a situation where they don't have any at the place you're staying, laundry detergent is something easy that you can get from the grocery store. So I'm probably not gonna waste the space, especially if I'm packing light, to take my own with me. A couple other things that I took with me that I'm not sure I will going forward is one thing is wet ones or wet wipes, however you want to call them. We ended up only using a couple of these out of the whole pack. Depending on where I am going and what I am doing, I may or may not bring these with me. The nice thing is that they are compact because it's a small package and they're not heavy. So if you decide to bring some with you and you don't end up using it, you're not out much. But yeah, I thought these were going to be super helpful, especially because I was traveling with my friends and their kids, but like I said, we didn't hardly use them. The other thing that was a big experiment for me was taking a reusable water bottle. This particular water bottle was great. It's an insulated stainless steel bottle and it kept the water cold and fresh. The only problem that came in with using it is me actually using it. Even when I'm at home, I have a hard time making myself drink water over other options, usually because I don't like the taste of a lot of water. With this one, I did fill it up with water from the faucet a couple times, but not all of the places that we stayed had great water quality, and even though I filled it and I had intention of using the bottle, I didn't end up drinking much of that water. So we ended up me and my friends ended up buying bottled water anyway. I know that by bringing a reusable water bottle with you, you can save yourself some money, and it is better for the environment if you're reusing the same bottle instead of buying the plastic and it getting put into the landfills and all of that. So I do like the idea in general. I probably will not take this particular bottle again, but I will be looking into some other options. Now I'd like to talk about the things that I really found helpful on my trip. The backpack itself was really good. There were a lot of positives to using this particular model. It is a Osprey Porter 30, and I will be posting a review, a separate review just on the backpack, so you can check that out soon. Some of the other things that I took with me that I found really helpful, first of all, was this little tripod, mini tripod that I use with my phone. So I have a little phone clip attachment that goes on here. The nice thing about this is that it acts like a little tripod, you know, of course, with the legs spread out, but then you can also use it almost like a selfie stick. Now, the only thing with that is that if you're taking photos, you need to use the timer feature on your phone. Hopefully you have one. You know, I was with my 2 friends and their 3 kids, so it was a somewhat large group when we were trying to take photos, and having this was very helpful. So I very rarely do actually write reviews on Amazon for things, but when I got home, I did actually write a review of this because it's very well made and sturdy, and it's small enough that it fit in my day bag with my phone on it. I mean, it stuck out a little bit, but it was great because I didn't have to carry it around in my hand all the time. So I'm not going to try and pronounce that brand, but I'll put a link below if you want to check it out on Amazon. I want to talk about 2 things together. I mentioned both of them in my packing video. I mentioned that I recently had issues with falling asleep on an airplane, which I've never really experienced before. So I got 2 different things to help me with that. I bought an eye mask, which is just a thin little eye mask that I got on Amazon. And then I also got these, I think the brand is Good Day chocolate. But these are chocolate candies, basically, that have melatonin in them, which is a natural sleep aid. There's a guide on the side of it to tell you how many candies to take depending on how much sleep you want. I do think they helped some. I'm not entirely sure how much they helped. They weren't like a sleeping pill where they just knock you out kind of thing. So anyways, I probably will take these again because I do think they helped somewhat. Having the eye mask was also a huge help to block out any light. And of course I have my big scarf that I wrapped up in and used as a blanket basically. So that with the eye mask and the sleeping chocolates, I think that was a good combination. So I took a couple different things with me that I thought might help me in case I start to feel sick, you know. I tend to get colds while I'm traveling, which is annoying. And so I just wanted to kind of prep for that. One of the things that I took was just a little Ziploc baggie with vitamins in it. For me, I found it very helpful to have some vitamins with me. For those days, especially the days after you've been traveling all night or traveling all day, whatever, it just helps you feel yourself again. So I would highly recommend taking some of the vitamins with you. Even if it's not something that you take all the time, especially vitamin C and vitamin D can help with your alertness and help your immune system fight off any foreign sicknesses or whatever that you might come in contact with. So I took this, it's Clinique brand, it's all about eye serum, depuffing eye massage. So it's a roller ball. So it's like this one's a metal roller ball in the end. And I I don't really use this normally, but I had seen it on another packing video and I thought, oh, that might be good to have, especially the morning after an overnight flight. And it really was. The morning after I had my overnight flight, I had a connection in Dublin, and I had a decent amount of time between arriving and my next flight. I just went in the bathroom. I did simple things like brush my teeth and comb my hair and wash my face and things like that. And then I used this rollerball thing too. And I just felt so much better after doing it. Doing all of those things, but especially using this. I had bought like a little set of tester size fragrance from Sephora a couple weeks before I went on my trip. So I just took one of the little bottles with me, and because I don't typically wear a lot of like makeup or fragrance or whatever, it's not something that I would have normally thought about, especially in certain days. It was really kind of nice to have this just to spritz a little on, and it just kind of, I don't know, makes you feel human again, which is weird to say, but yeah, I found that really great. And having it in a tester size or sample size really saves on space when you're packing. I think that is all of the items that I have. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really love watching packing videos and any kind of travel tips videos, so I thought since I was already doing these trips, it could be helpful for somebody else if I shared what I do. So anyways, if you have any questions or comments, please, feel free to leave comments below. And hopefully I will be posting more packing videos as I go on more trips this year. You can like, comment, or subscribe on this video. You can also check out my blog. I recently posted a travel essentials, just a short little travel essentials article. So go check that out as well too. I will of course leave all of the links below, all of my social media handles and all of that. So anyways, I'll see you soon. Bye.